Hello YouTube, this is Reno Dan and I'm going to demonstrate to you how to ride in a high wind area. This is 680 in California and is supposedly the highest wind highway in America. The wind here is so bad that I know Harley Davidson guys that will not drive their big 1,000-pound bikes on it. I know sport bike guys that refuse to drive on this road. Even right now you won't see any sport bike guys on this road. It's like just me. I'm the only motorcycle. I've been on this road plenty of times and I rarely see any motorcycles on this road. To be honest, high wind terrifies almost everyone. Everybody at one point is scared of high wind, and there's a good reason for it. It's terrifying. People don't know what to do, and the bike gets a little squirrely, and next thing you know, people pull over and they're done. And I'm going to show you how I am driving on an R3 of no less, a 300-pound motorcycle, not a 1,000-pound Harley, and how I'm able to do this road with no problems at all. Now again, it's not the bike, it's you. If I can do this on a 300, being a 300-pound rider, 6'3", a giant sail, I am one of the biggest sails with the backpack on. There's no reason for you little guys out there not to do this. And I'm going to go over how I did it, and we're going to go over some fundamentals real quick. So here we go. I'm going to freeze the frame. I want you to look at this frame and I want you to think, it's like a quiz, what am I doing right? I'm going to let you look at this frame for a little bit. Get the high wind noise in the background, but you can hear it. But you can see in this video that I'm doing a lot of things right. So I'm going to give you a second and then I'm going to talk about it. Okay, so you see the circle in the right hand corner? Look how loose my hands are. My hand's barely on the grip. You can see how high wind it is because of my key. Alright, so I'm going to do some slow motion to show you guys what the bike's doing, what my hands are doing, and what kind of steering inputs I'm giving. I drew lines on the screen so you can see that I'm not giving the bike any type of steering action at all. I'm letting the bike track, which is when the front tire and the rear tire, like I mentioned earlier, gets in unison. And because of that, the bike's not going to do anything unpredictable. Now, being unpredictable on a motorcycle scares people. When we get scared, we get panicked, then we start gripping on the bars, we start getting rigid, and our body gets a little tight. Being tight in a high wind situation in the wrong places will act as a giant sail and cause the bike to be blown off course. And being a blown off course will cause you to even tighten up even further, and that's going to exaggerate the whole high wind even worse, and then you're going to hit a guardrail or car and get scared. And I know a lot of people are scared of hitting cars and everything else, but you can see here in the video I drove past vehicles. I didn't have any issues with it, and the reason being is because of my fundamentals. And it started with being light on the hands, wrist, elbows, and my shoulders, but being tight in my core, my lower body up against the tank, holding on too tightly, in good foot position. By doing that, it allowed the bike to be as stable as possible. I didn't create the bike to have any extra inputs. That was not necessary. I even drove one-handed here to show you in this high wind situation that you don't even need two hands to drive. So here we are in my other view. This view right here is to show you how the wind was what it was doing to the bike and how the bike was going right and left and how the wind was affecting me. That's how fast the wind was blowing and how crazy it was. But having said that, with good fundamentals, I was able to navigate the wind and not be scared. It's going to take time. It's going to take a lot of practice because your natural instincts is going to make the bike worse in a high wind situation, and that's what's going to cause more fear, more panic. These are the type of things that I work on a regular basis so I can encounter high wind situations and not be scared. I live in a high wind area and I get to ride these roads often, and I ride this road all the time without a camera and I navigate it just fine. Another thing is too, you want to be in the middle of the road to give yourself the highest room of error. If you can do that, it will really help you out being right and left. So if the wind does knock the bike off course, you're not going too far either direction and you still have room to be okay. My name is Rhino Dan. Thanks for watching, and I appreciate any and all support from my subscribers. And if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Thank you.